Hello, dear viewers. My name is Jibola Dabo. Keep watching Mid Morning Show.
Thank you. That Okay, so apologies once again. We are dealing with a little bit of technical glitch here, but thankfully it's been resolved. Welcome. It is the Mid Morning Show right here on BCOS television. I am Ido Shikoni.
And I am Pendumi. I said good morning and welcome on board. You know, like Tito said already, it's the last Friday in the month of June, and all thanks be to God for keeping us alive during this
Mm-hmm.
very moment, because it can only be God.
Sure.
So yes, you know, our final episodes of the month, you know, each one was Wednesdays, Mondays, and Fridays. We either have Learn on My Own or a lounge session. So today we're going to have a lounge session, and we're going to be talking about handling pressures from in-laws. This one, I'm actually very, I'm facts. You know, when there's this facts, I really want to hear what our guests are going
I
to
have to
say
say,
about this.
no, when you look at the African setting, it's that when you get married, the concept is that families are getting married. So whether you look at yourself as a couple, the reality is your union is bringing in other relationships, in the extended family, relatives, and all that. Your family just got bigger. Okay, so, but the point now is when this happens, what happens when that particular relation, the new relationships in your life, begin to put pressure
Right.
on you or on your newly found home?
Actually, I'm sure our guests, they will help us to
Mm.
dissect,
Demystify that.
conjure, or see, So, but before they come in, let's take this feature and we'll be right back. If you-
Why?
Beautiful word. A word which reminds us of the need to be selfless. A word that tells us we are surrounded by other humans. It is also a strong feeling of trust and security towards a person. Anybody can give or receive love. It is often said that you must love yourself enough to be able to love someone else, meaning you can't give what you don't have. Love makes a person selfless. Don't be too quick to think love is subjected to a romantic setting only. No, love can be found in friendship, in a family, in a country, in a city, in a town, in a church, or in a mosque, in the marketplace, and on the streets. Love lives everywhere. Love means you accept a person. It means you agree with someone. Love is not the absence of disputes or disagreements. Love is, in fact, agreeing and acknowledging the differences in people and deciding to work with them in uniformity. As earlier stated, love is not solely between romantic partners. There are different types of love, which include philia, eros, pragma, storge, ludus, mania, philautia, and agape. Filial love, which is known as the affectionate love. It is not characterized by romantic attraction. This type of love is exercised between friends and family members. Philia is also a type of love that is shared between people who share same values and have respect for each other. It is commonly referred to as brotherly love. Eros is an aboriginal love that comes as a natural instinct for most people. It is popularly known as the romantic kind of love that comes with so much passion. Eros is a passionate kind of love displayed through physical affection. This love is obtainable between two people who are attracted to each other. Another type of love is pragma, which is unique bounded love that matures over time. It is an everlasting love between a couple that chooses to put their commitment and dedication to make their relationship work. In most cases, pragma comes subconsciously. This feeling drives partner to themselves and has the feeling of satisfaction. So, instead of falling in love, you find yourself standing in love. Starch is another type of love which occurs naturally between parents and children, as well as friends. This kind of love is deeply rooted and is basically built upon acceptance and deep emotional connection. This love thrives between children and parents, and it's also easy to develop. You know the kind of love that comes with teasing, flirting, and playful motives? The type that is experienced at the early stage of a romantic relationship, or when a couple are still in their honeymoon stage. Well, that kind of love is called ludus. This type of love is mostly obtainable in young couples. Mania is another type of love, a love that is obsessive, characterized by jealousy or possessiveness. This type of love can be harmful if not controlled. Majorly, an imbalance of eros and ludus is the main root of mania. Then we have the philautia love, known as self-love. Self-love is a love that gives room for self-worth, a love that tells you that you deserve the best of life, a love that doesn't disregard your personal need. Self love is a fountain where you acknowledge responsibilities for your well being. This still comes back to you loving your own self enough to share it with others. And lastly, of the 8 types of love, we have agape, the highest level of love one can give or receive. It is the basics of which all other types of love exist. This type of love is sacrificial and unconditional. We hear the term unconditional love, and images of all sorts come up as we shudder. But to love someone unconditionally, simply or not, means we love an imperfect person. And we must remember that we are imperfect too. This type of love makes you come to a place where you can give love without expectations. Offering agape is choosing to spread love, no matter the situation or circumstances. The addictive nature of love and how human beings react when they feel loved is unexplainable. In fact, loving others have many benefits. Love can have a health benefit to an individual. Some of the benefits of loving and giving out love is feeling of joy. You experience peace when you love others. Love decreases depression and anxiety. Love increases feeling of wellness. Love relieves loneliness. Love reduces pain and blood pressure. Love boosts the immune system. Love increases self-love and confidence. Now that you know the benefits of love, it wouldn't be too much to say, love others. Love drains away factors like subjugation, hate, wars, kidnapping, discrimination in a country and between countries. If love truly exists, we will see others as our brothers and wouldn't want to inflict pain on them. It is the subtraction of love that gives room for hate in a family, in a community, in a state, and in a country. So it is important to learn to love your neighbor, whether you're tribe or not, black or white, short or tall. Love your community, and by that it means be involved in spreading love within your community, and at large, love your country. Loving your country will mean being patriotic and never be the cause of disunity. Give others room. Your love should be an inspiration to someone to also love another. Before you think love is an easy ride or love is like taking a bowl of ice cream, let me say that love has components. In loving others, forgiveness is key. Every type of love is rooted in forgiveness. As an individual, you must avoid judging people. If you must love them, be a better listener, use patience, and also reflect self and dignity. The absence of love brings so much pain, abuse. It brings disunity among people and in a country at large. But if we will all come together and do our little part each day in spreading love, we can make the world a better place. We cannot lean on them. It is the subtraction of love that gives room for hate in a family, in a community, in a state, and in a country. So it is important to learn to love your neighbor, whether you're tribe or not, black or white, short or tall. Love your community, and by that it means be involved in spreading love within your community, and at large, love your country. Loving your country will mean being patriotic and never be the cause of disunity. Give others room. Your love should be an inspiration to someone to also love another. Before you think love is an easy ride or love is like taking a bowl of ice cream, let me say that love has components. In loving others, forgiveness is key. Every type of love is rooted in forgiveness. As an individual, you must avoid judging people. If you must love them, be a better listener, use patience, and also reflect self and dignity. The absence of love brings so much pain, abuse. It brings disunity among people and in a country at large. But if we will all come together and do our little part each day in spreading love, we can make the world a better place. We can always come to concession with love in existence. Let's spread love. Let's live love. And don't forget to give love to someone today, even if it's just a smile.
Many thanks for staying with us. It's still the mid-morning show right here on BCOS television. A beautiful one there on love. Increasingly, love is becoming quite difficult to define because these days you hear, I love my dog. I love we love inanimate objects, we love different sort of things to which we reference the word love. But the reality is, the Greek made it simple, okay? It's like, there's almost a word for a particular kind of love. Eros, we saw agape there. But whatever the case is, love that is going to be tolerant has to be one based on conscious effort and the will.
True. Because I know definitely that love, binds people together. It's like a glue.
Of course it does. And that's what we expect to work when we talk about in-laws and couples. But in reality, we know there is a lot of dynamics right there. So that's why today we seek to look into that and see what we can do to ensure a better relationship with in-laws and where the boundaries need to be set. Let's know where those are.
Handling pressures from in-laws. That's what we're looking at today. And we have a guest in the house with us already. We have Dr. John Famui, a veterinary doctor and as well a relationship analyst for today. And also we have Dr. Mrs. Victoria Akintoye. She is a proprietress of Daryl Academy and she's also going to be a relationship coach for today. Good morning, sir. Good morning, ma'am. You're welcome.
Great to have you.
Thank you.
Okay, so let's get to it. What is the place of in-laws in a new marriage? I'll start with Mommy.
Okay, thank you very much. Good morning, everyone, viewers at home. I want to say that in-laws, they are legal strangers.
Legal?
Yes, legal strangers in a new home. Legal strangers.
So that's the summary of in-laws.
Yes, that is the summary.
Okay.
Because when you trace, who are the in-laws? Oh, someone's dad, someone's mom, someone's
sister,
siblings, the couple's parents, siblings. Then we have the extension, the grandparents, paternal, maternal. It's a tree. So they are necessary.
Okay,
but we are saying they are legal strangers in a new home.
That's a very interesting one. And look at the word legal. So it makes me want to ask, what's the boundary? I mean, what is the limit of their, should I say now, legal, should we say legal power now? Okay, in the new home. This is Africa.
Well, everything has boundaries. Everything you do, there has to be boundary. Even between husband and wife, there has to be boundary. So like you should be able to define what you should do as in-laws. Just like Mr. Capitol said, it is a very big, the in-lawship thing is it's a very big, it's even bigger than the couple they call themselves.
The immediate family.
Yes. So but you need to understand, without these so-called in-laws, the husband or wife you met to a year or two and suddenly now you think everybody is not important. You'll be deceiving.
Okay.
So that legally they're supposed to be part of your marriage to help you strengthen it, not to destroy it.
Okay, so sir, sorry, I have to cut you short because I know of the surety that so many young ladies now they actually pray that they do not meet their in-laws, their mother-in-law at home. Like maybe the woman should not
Especially
but they will become one.
they usually pray. It's because of what they've seen. We've seen so many cases of in-laws, mother-in-law that would dictate in their home. So, and these pressures, stems from what the in-laws have done and what people have heard. So, looking at some of these cases that we see on social media around us, how do you think we can create that boundary, to ensure that pressures do not really come from in-laws? Ma'am, I think you should.
Okay, I think we should set this thing right.
Okay.
Let's start from the beginning. Because if the foundation is bad, there can't be a righteous person. Oh, someone is crying, oh, my in-law. Let's go to the background now. And what's the background? The background is that, a man, Genesis 2:24. A man will leave his parents, father, mother, you cleave to your wife and you become one. So every new home formed should be like that. So what is the man living? What will the lady live? It means they must, as a new home, this emotional attachment, there is a psychological attachment that a man will carry into marriage, a lady will carry into marriage. But now you have left the home. This is the Bible talking. The Bible is written long time ago and is still very reliable. Now, so you are living. So when you live, you are living whole. Because the new home is your own. So that emotion transfer to the new home and continue your own journey.
Okay.
So you are detaching. I call them legal strangers. We recognize they exist. That's the legal. They exist. But in this new home, this lady had left her own parents. He has left his own parents. You are becoming one. So they are to journey that journey. All alone. The moment that psychological attachment is still there, you didn't break. Oh, the Bible said break. Even there are some characters that is known to your family. You have to shelve those things because a new lady is coming. You are also coming. You are coming together to become one. So you are shelving many things so that you could journey well. Can you not realize that? Why is it that in marriage, even before you start, they give you certificates? Why? The reason is two incompatible souls are coming together, so they can't be perfect. But the moment you journey, you listen to what the scripture says about the marriage. You abide. Every day you learn new things, you overcome it all alone.
So, Ma, in case of some boys, or let me put it like that, some boys that will still claim to be mommy's boys, and they are married already. Like you said, maybe emotional maturity should be in place when somebody is married. Yeah. So, that case whereby we have mommy's boys that are still, getting, putting a call through to mother to ask about what he should do, blah, 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 and all. How will you address that kind of issue?
Is that not what I was saying now? So the boy has not left that emotional attachment.
Okay.
The wife will find it not funny because the mother or the father will control that house. So when you are living, you are living all that could control this new home because you people are fresh. So you will have your own excesses, the man will have. You people will come together, you resolve it, you move. But when somebody somewhere is saying another thing, it means that external instruction may not go down with your husband or your wife if it is from the lady's side that this thing is coming. The man, no, you can't dictate to me. The man will keep saying that. Oh, the lady is still referring to the home that they said she should have left a long time ago. So, mommy's boy will always have issue with marriage.
Great. Now, I'm coming to you, Dr. Famui. Now, allow me to really explain this. Now, when I listened to mommy talk, I was thinking, so whose fault is the fact that that particular boy, in quote, has refused to leave psychologically and does not have independence, an independent mindset? Now, what is the role? What's supposed to be the role of in-laws in a new home? Now, I want us to put this vis-a-vis the respect that culturally is placed on the couple now. You're supposed to respect your father, respect your mom. sometimes we've seen some parents use that as a sort of weapon to just cage their children and bully them to influence their homes. So where do we draw the line? What's the typical?
You don't start from wedding preparation.
Exactly. So what's what's supposed to be the role?
Okay.
One of the things you need to realize is this: when you choose, it starts from the foundation, choosing who to marry. If you want to choose a partner, and along the line your father or mother doesn't like him or her, you're in trouble. The trouble starts there.
Okay.
But we all see these red signals, and we tend to overlook it.
Do we not leave them, just leave the person just because they say no? Because sometimes their reasons may not be sound.
May not be valid.
You need to, validity is a function of personal perception. If you see, don't marry for the wrong reasons. Don't marry her because she's the daughter of the governor. She's the daughter of the minister. Her father is the MD of the social bank. Don't marry below or above your class. If you marry above your class, you're going to be a servant to them. That is calling you. The house we built that you built it for us, so you cannot come late and think I open the door. So you need to choose. Then don't marry for watching against the Lord. Don't say this because a guy has a car right now, he has an apartment, he has this. You think is this? Anything can happen.
Wow.
The foundation of relationship is what determines what happens between you and your in-laws.
Sorry, you just said don't marry within your class,
Don't
not
marry
above or
below.
below it.
And then don't marry below
Some
or
people-
above your class.
But
So you should
that's
be
one
neat.
rhetoric that goes around. People say, no, love does not know boundaries. You can love anyone from anywhere.
Listen, my brother, love is not blind. The lovers are blind. Love
Okay.
itself, it's solid. It's something you could
It's
feel.
real.
But you that in love, you are blind. So you see all the red signals and you push it away.
That's the red signal.
You need to be careful what you. For example, you don't have a job. I don't have a job. We want to marry. Our in-laws can never be happy with us. My mother will feel because you have caused trouble. You have decided to tell me that you're pregnant. That's why I'm marrying you by force. That's trouble. She won't be happy. But you have not allowed me to get my full potentials. Maybe I want to do a master's, I want to do a PhD, and suddenly because you say you are married. My father will say, well, you are not a man. I can sponsor you again. So if you face on, I don't have a good job to do. So the foundation of our selection of your married partner, it is the basis of the relationship that you have with your in-laws.
Okay.
If you have the wrong, if you make a wrong choice, you're not like your parents don't like to live with you. So you need to choose correctly and get them to accept who you have chosen.
Sorry, before
It's marketing now. You have to market your wife or market your husband.
before we go ahead, are we saying that it's not possible for two adults, mature, financially, physically, emotionally, to choose one another and decide to settle down, and their fathers and mothers will still oppose that for one reason or the other?
You see, I have a more cultural this way.
Okay.
I won't be spiritual like that. You know, that's to say when a guy, an old man, sits on the floor and a guy climbs the roof of
The old man will see father. Experience, okay,
man.
man.
Voice of wisdom. And that's why marriages are not really what they should be. We are going in there blindly.
Yeah.
And we're choosing the wrong reasons to marry each other. So you need to understand, you see, you set boundaries. This is what we have, this is how we're going to manage it to keep us to the next thing. Marriage and life is in stages. Primary school, secondary school, universities, post-university, marriage itself, then you start having, you become a grandfather, and suddenly you're also coming back to the grave. It's called the Zygmunt curve. You start, you go up, and you're going to come down. It's both for human and animals. So if you understand that life is in phases, you won't force things on yourself. You appreciate what you have around you to help you determine how to move forward.
Okay, I'm happy we've been able to nip it at the bud. You know, like once the foundation is, once the parents do not really approve of the marriage, so
That's
there's
been a
going to be problem. So in case whereby they are now married, and maybe the dysfunctional background is there, we all know that the in-laws do not really like either the bride or the groom, and they're married now, and maybe the case whereby the parents have to come around, maybe for mugo, and then so many issues start springing up. Maybe case of timing of, you're supposed to have served your husband by this time, you're supposed to do this, this is how we do in our home, this one, that one. They start dictating in your home. How should the husband, because sometimes it's the husband that actually, they are the grassroots, they are the ones getting it from the wife is saying this, the mother is saying this, and all.
Yeah.
So how should a man, how should they handle that kind of pressure when it happens?
I think the first thing a man to do is before you get married, there should be just like we have the minimum age to be tried to be jailed.
Yeah.
There should be this the minimum age for you to get married because you need to be mature to understand these pressures. And the pressures won't only come from your in-laws or from you come even from your wife as a man,
Sure.
from your children, your own life, your job will give you pressure. So, but if you are mature enough, you will be able to rise up to these occasions and solve these problems. And like I said, I was telling you, I said marketing is key.
Marketing.
Marketing. I want to sell my wife to you. I want to look for good features and emphasize those features and let you have it. Mommy, don't worry. When she cooks this particular when you come, you'll have told that this one is coming. So let's prepare this and prepare this. And these are the things mommy does not like. These are the things she does not need to do. So also avoid that area. And when you really need to go home, it's not every party at home that you must go with your wife. It's not every time that you must take her along to go and greet them. So sometimes when you reduce the contact, you reduce conflicts. You create an environment and you'll be there to supervise it.
Yeah.
So when she's going beyond what you can tap her, don't step, don't talk about our family, don't talk about our children. Limit the topic to what is topical.
The man must be a man of wisdom because
Yeah,
the bulk of it lies on the man.
Yeah.
You must be mature enough.
Okay, let's come to
Then
Dr.
in another perspective, I
Okay.
want us to also look at it like this. Because when you say pressures from in-laws, the pressure is they want to control the home. Let's set it right. So when a couple get married, they have to bond. And they have to set what they want early enough. The man must take care of his family side. Let the lady take care of her side. Because if in-laws will be coming, it is to affect a new home. But we have the actors from each side. So they have to set boundaries from the home onset. So that something is a no-go area, like Daddy said, there is a function, we won't attend. It should be collective action from the beginning. So no side will see the wife as bad or the woman's side see the husband as bad because the decision is one and that's their stand.
And they've marketed themselves well.
and honor father, mother so that your days may be long. It is true. But when it comes to doing remote control, they could just give them some distance. So it's a respected distance and not to dishonor them. So you won't be dishonoring them as your parents, but you are respecting them with a distance. So with that, they will understand the language.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, we use Dr. Famui. You spoke of the maturity. Okay, so and it just took my mind back to what it used to be before the 21st century, way back. You know, the whole idea was, okay, you like a lady, you usually don't go to her directly.
Yeah.
So you go through
Process, yeah.
yes, alarino.
Yes,
You know,
yes.
maybe your friend who is her brother, okay, or her uncle or whoever. Now, and back then, you find out that men are oftentimes much more older than the ladies they oftentimes get married to. Now, some people will even go as far as saying that, look, the maturity thing should be the mind of the man. If a mature man marries a lady who is not so, but she's physically mature, maybe she doesn't have so, he can direct her. Do you agree with that? Is the problem that we're marrying closer to our ages today?
Well, if you look at it from the short of a myopic view, you condemn our system. But no, every system has its own merit and
Yeah.
its and I think the world is evolving. The world now is a global village. I can be in Nigeria and have a fiancé in London and we're talking every day.
Sure.
Unlike when you say, so a man will come up to you and say, he has a daughter, he wants you to marry his daughter, the daughter is in London, you come home in December, you have to wait for December. Things are changing. And there's nothing that beats you being given a chance to choose who you So when you are getting to that age, that you are mature enough to have a wife, you say,
Local. Ben.
so when you get to that mature age, and it's not as if mommy is a multimillionaire, she trades in another Galaji is a multimillionaire, has a shop and want their children to marry. Such arranged wedding, in this present time, is not going to work. But your child has gone to school, he's traveled far and wide, he's met people, he has found what he wants to be.
Yeah.
So it's better for you to ask your son, what do you feel about so Mr. Shekun's daughter? Are you ready to marry her? She's a good girl. I'm not saying you should not. Because there are ways you can psychologically work on your children, forcing them to do things or putting things upon them that with subtle pressure. What do you feel about that girl? I think I've been saying that, which is okay. You want to get his feel. It's responsibility will help you decide whether to help him pursue or not. And you don't necessarily have to say, you, Akin, you must marry Miriam, you must marry Kemi. You can create an environment for them to come together and see how they relate to each other. And when you get back home, I saw you talking to that person. What does she do for a living? You want to find out what she knows about that lady or about that man. You are going to assume that they've been chatting, they've been talking. And from that way, you can now help them decide, look, he's not a bad person. You can marry her. At least with this one, we know the roots. We know the left, we know the right. We can marry this person. Unlike that person you brought in that we don't know. And we are not even so sure. But even be as it is, where do you say she's from? She's from Ibadan. Where is the family of Ibadan? Okay, I have a friend who has people in Okare. I'll tell them to go find out. But it is still very important to dig into roots. So we don't just marry strangers. One of the problems, the basic problem we have today is that we are throwing away our old culture, embracing new culture. I cannot imagine myself proposing to get going on my knees, will you marry me?
So it's expected in this generation. Yeah.
I didn't do that though.
That's the
You have to.
How many have we got? How many people have gotten out of it? And those who did not do it, have you said they do want to think that their wedding has not succeeded?
But it's still a yardstick to measure.
Such things, we should find it. We should kind of have a blend of the old way of doing things and the new ways of doing things. It's very important to choose carefully. If you choose wrongly, you, the man, your life is in hell.
Okay, I'm going to take a break now, but when we are back, I know that parents usually say that when you marry someone, you're not just marrying their daughter, you're marrying their family. So we're going to talk about that extensively as well after this break. Don't go anywhere. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Glad to know you're still there. It is the Mid-Morning Show, and we're discussing handling pressures from in-laws with our guest, Dr. John Famoyi, who is a relationship analyst, and Dr. Mrs. Victoria Akintoye, who is a relationship coach. Now, please, let's have that quote back on the screen. That's a very, very important one. The quote's back on the screen, please. Yes, love consists in this, that two solitudes protect and touch and greet each other. That's Raina Maria Rilke there. Now, it just goes back to what we've been discussing. I remember we mentioned something about the need for both couples to unite. Yeah. So when there's unity, there's a boundary. They both can unite, then that will check the excesses of the in-laws.
Yeah.
Okay, so and I also mentioned before we took that break that when you're marrying just not the lady or just not the husband, the man,
but
you're marrying the family
That's
together. True. So in cases where we know sometimes some things happen, maybe biological
reasons.
Yeah, reasons rather. When the woman has difficulty of childbirth. And then the pressure starts coming. We're yet to talk about these pressures that come from in-laws. Yeah. But yeah, this pressure start coming from the mother-in-law that, okay, you should be able to produce us an heir. Or even the woman has daughters already. But the mother-in-law says, I want you to, produce the son. So yes, how should those kind of issues, how should they be addressed and handled? And then you talk about those issues because you're yet to list out some of those issues that comes from in-laws.
Well, let me still go the route. You see, if there won't be pressure in the home, the husband is the man that could do it. So, and if he didn't do it from the start, there will be issues. Because marriage is a mystery. Until you get there, you know what is there. Okay, someone couldn't bear fruit maybe a year or two. In fact, after 1 year, they start putting pressure, but the man will stand. Because it's a union that no one can predict the outcome from the beginning. So we've seen 10 years. Eventually, they had the twins. Because the man stood. If the man can't stand, it's not mature to be in marriage. And that's the problem we're having now. Pressures will come. I said they are legal strangers. No, we know they are available. We have in-laws. But the extent they could go is the legal part of it, the extent. Is this home allowing them to squeeze them? If it is no, there's a boundary. If the home allows it, in fact, they will chase the lady away. It's always the woman that is the target, that's vulnerable. Little instances of the lady's side stressing the man, little. So
maybe finances. I think
so
that
if the boundary has been created,
that's the part.
The boundary will span through finance. Oh, we are living according to our level, period. Nobody can change that. They move. Oh, something came up, we are managing it. Something came up, they will leave them. That doesn't mean there will be an occasion, they won't go and do the social thing, no. But to encroach in that house and squeeze it, there won't be that chance.
Doctor, what do you have to say to this?
Well, that's like, the man owns the marriage while the woman owns the home. Because all the resources that it takes to form a marriage relationship comes from the man. One of them married, the first is you have an apartment, you have a vehicle to move them, and you have resources to take care of the family. Then when you bring those resources, she will now turn them into a home for you. But again, when the issue of childbearing and things like that, I will look at it from two points of view. The pressure from the in-laws, then the pressures within the two.
So true.
Sometimes there are guys who really want to have male children. There are guys who cannot be patient enough that the wife is not giving them children too. So we need to look at ourselves. And we often make this big mistake that the problems is with the woman. Meanwhile, in more than enough cases, I'll tell you.
Problems with the man.
The man that has a problem.
Sure.
That are very spamia, low sperm count, some diabetes, cannot sustain. Those are the things that affects performance that we eventually come to that. So we need to have a man who understands his wife, both emotionally and biologically.
Okay.
And once you do that, you can tell him, look, you don't have a child for me, married for 3, 4, 5 years, not because you're not having irregular periods, not because of you having fertility problems, not because of some hormonal imbalance. You don't, you know that she's, there are a lot of people who are very, very okay medically, and yet you know actually, would you blame the woman for that? No. But if the man understands, so let him be patient with the woman, and the woman to keep on encouraging him that do what you should do. If you should take some vitamin, some fertility drugs, some vitamin, do some exercises, to check your weight or to check certain things in the body. Please let us work together as a team. And that way, if we understand each other, no matter when the mother comes to find out why is the wife not giving you a child, she won't go to that girl first. Okay. She will come to you, the son. So when you now can educate her, Mama, don't worry. Very soon. Like I said, I kept taking marketing.
Yeah,
don't worry. You're on it. In fact, last month we almost got it right. She's taking this, she's done this, we've done that. Okay, Mama, just give us some time. You can buy time. You buy time until God will do it.
Okay, I actually don't want us to, rest all these responsibilities on the man. From the woman's aspect as well, pressure can come. Maybe the mother is telling the daughter what to do in the marriage. So I think we should address that too. But I think we need to take a break, right? Yeah. After the break, we'll come to that.
All right.
Welcome back.
Okay, welcome back. It's still the mid-morning show, and we're discussing handling pressures from in-laws. Now, let's go ahead here. We've talked a lot about the majority.
Before we go ahead,
it's the same thing.
About the women.
Yes, because I want to talk about this particular scenario. I'm privy to. I was privy to. Now, we're talking about the man having to be mature.
Yeah.
Okay, and it seems we're even saying that even if the lady is not, as long as the man has that as the anchor of the marriage, everything will be fine. But sometimes there is so much pressure coming from the lady's parents that if she cannot ward off that influence, it might cause a problem. I give this instance. It was a real life situation. Now, this family just gave birth to their firstborn child. Now, when they got back home, and of course everyone was preparing, the husband and the wife had talked So there was a lot of unexpected things that happened. The delivery wasn't natural. There was a CS, and there was a lot of costs that did not even anticipate. So all that. Now, they spent quite a lot. And the husband was like, okay, look, we can't actually afford an elaborate christening. So how about we just use one of the clothes we already have at home? And just, the ones we've not really worn that much, maybe one or twice, and just use that. So with all the hormone and everything happening around, and with the state of the woman, she began to cry. Now,